Hello fellow YouTubers, and welcome to this video. It is episode 5 of the Tuesday Tirade, and I figured this would be a really good video idea to do this week. So, with the just recent release of WWE 2K16, and I believe the NBA game just came out too, the 2016 version, I've realized how annoying that is, and here's why. Why do we need one? Why do we need one every year? I'm asking seriously, why? And I get that, cash rules everything around me, good old-fashioned cream, but you could still make money by not re-releasing the basic same game over and over again. I mean, for instance, on MLB 15 The Show, you can straight up load your data from MLB 14 The Show. Basically, I don't know all the differences because I didn't play, I played 14 a little bit, but I'm not a person who nitpicks everything like that, but basically the only thing that's different is an expanded roster and a new soundtrack, which the roster can be updated anyway remotely, and the soundtrack, don't even get me started on the soundtrack. Why you can't import your own songs to play on your games, even though you could last generation, that's just stupid. But you figure, really, you don't have any differences between the games. Granted, the NBA games are a lot better for this, because at least, recently, the career modes have been different. On 15, you don't start out as a pro. You get missed in the draft. So, you got a chip on your shoulder. And then apparently on 16, you do some weird stuff, too. But really, those could just be updates. Why do we need a new one every year? Why? The game's going to update 10 times in its life cycle anyway. Why can't you just release a DLC, charge people maybe $5, $10 for it, and you'd get everything you'd get with the new purchase? Because I don't see how GameStop is getting anything out of this. You figure once the next year rolls around, what is everybody going to do? They're going to trade in their old games. So GameStop is now pushing out all this money to replace the games that most likely won't get repurchased. Granted, I don't know statistically if they do get repurchased. I'm just saying, in reality, GameStop isn't making much money off this. I'm sure they're making some, but they're also losing some money. It just doesn't seem to serve any purpose. The new WWE game, not really that different. Yeah, they changed the reversal system a little bit. It's not that good, but even then, My Career is basically the exact same thing, except they added in a few updates. And then the 2K Showcase is basically the same thing. So why do we need a new game out of this? Why? $60 purchase for basically the same game? Ooh, but at least this one has a bigger roster, which was kind of a knock on the last game. Why did it have such a small roster? But regardless, there's no point in having a new game every single year. It's just a stupid cash grab. That's all it is. Why do we need to keep doing this? There's no reason. I could understand maybe back in the days of the PlayStation or, the N64 way back when, because you wouldn't be able to just, tell your customers, oh, we'll connect to the internet and download the update file. But at this point in time, I gotta imagine probably a good 80% of people who have a PS4 or an Xbox One are connected to the internet, at least 80%. And then you figure how many of those people are playing the sports games. Probably a good chunk. Not a good chunk of the people who have internet, but a good chunk of the people who have the sports games are connected to the internet. So why not just do this? Really? Would it be that hard? No. Would it save you money? Probably not that much, but it'd be worth it. Because it's stupid. Just stupid. And I won't knock Call of Duty for this, because at least they have 2 publishers, right? I think they still do. Because technically, it's not a new Call of Duty game every year. Like back when I used to play more, it wasn't like you were getting a new Black Ops game every year, and so it was basically the same game. You were getting, a new Call of Duty game each year. So that way, the publisher had 2 years to work on the game to actually make sure they got it right. They had a year of another company screwing up the game to see what they need to fix. But In today's society, I don't think this is necessary. I really don't. Yearly Call of Duties really isn't necessary either. So let's stop doing this. Please.